Hello, witchy peeps and family. It's your high priestess, your sister witch, Kathy, talking to you all from the darkness. From the darkness in the middle of the day. Good morning, everyone. For those of you that are listening to me. And I wanted to make this video this morning, quick little video, and answer a couple of questions as well from the chat when everyone gets in and the room starts to fill in. And so the name of this video this morning is Top 3 Reasons Why He Is Not Into You. Okay, and I had made this before actually on Facebook. And I actually, wrote out everything. I typed up everything on there, but it was so far ago. I think it might have been like 2 or 3 months ago, and I usually post something on Facebook every day, so it's lost in the thread. And I wanted to just jump right into it and make this video this morning because of something that happened in one of the chat rooms that I was in this morning. And so I wanted to go ahead and touch up on that. So yes. Good morning, Barbara. Yes, I hope you got to check out my playlist because I remember you were asking about, I think it was Aries you wanted to know about. And I have just about every zodiac sign in there, the personality traits or how to deal with that certain zodiac sign. And I think the only zodiac signs I don't have in there, it might be Taurus. I think I have like about 2 left, and then I'll be done with all 12. So this is just basically, old school, just a zodiac sign. It's not about the cusp or anything like that. I'll probably make some videos about that later on, through the year, this year. But for now, I just wanted to focus on the basic with that and get everybody's zodiac sign out there to them so that everybody can have something that they can, look at. And so far, so good. It's been going very well. Hey, Nine Roots. Good morning, hun. I'm glad you're here with me this morning. Yeah, so I was just letting everybody know that if you wanted to check out your zodiac sign, the personality traits of a certain zodiac sign, or how to deal with that certain person of that sign, I have a playlist there. I believe it's on the front of my page. You can go check that out, and it should have yours in there. If it doesn't, then message me in the comments section and let me know that it's not in there, and I'll make sure to try to get that out to you guys by this week because I've been wanting to get that wrapped up. I've been so sidetracked and distracted by unimportant things, and also things that I've had to take care of and catch back up on that I've just really been busy. So this month, I've been tying up, loose ends and making sure I'm crossing all my I's and dotting my T's and all of that, putting my E's in there. I'm trying to make sure that I got everything together that I'm wanting to do so that I can go and move on with some other projects that I have and that I'm very excited about. But I'm not going to say anything about it, no matter how bad I want to, because you guys know how I feel about the dream stealers. They're just out there waiting to steal your dream before you even get it started. So I'm not saying anything, but you guys will know when I drop everything, okay? Hey, good morning, Mariah. Good morning, Danny. Yes, and Danny, I hope you found my playlist as well with the zodiac sign information. Okay, you guys, so I'm just going to get right into the topic of this video. And it is the top 3 reasons why he is not into you, okay? So number 1, this is the number 1 reason why, which it was a discussion in one of the groups this morning, which I have to talk about it, okay? Number 1, he's not into you because he's gay. Okay, he might be not just gay, he might be bisexual, but he's just not into you like that. He still might want to date, other men, especially if he's bisexual. Okay? So, that's one reason why he isn't into you the way that you feel that he should be, or maybe he's not putting a ring on it. He's just not into that. He's into something else, And I'm so glad you guys can hear me. I finally got it down. I'm the mistress of live stream now. I'm the mistress of Google Hangouts. Yes, yes. So getting into my number one reason why he's not into you, okay? There was a situation that happened in one of the groups this morning. Okay, a young lady had posted a picture of a young man, and she asked us, what did we think about him? She basically asked us to critique him. All right. So whenever you're going to post something up there about your personal business in a group or even in the comment section, just expect for people to give you their critique, their honest opinion about what they think about it, what they feel about it, what their spirits are showing them about it, and so straight away, with me also being a part of the LGBT and the Q community, okay, I'm the B in there. I've always had gaydar, okay. I've always, even if a guy wasn't just all the way gay, I figured I could tell if maybe he was even bi, because we just have that connection with each other. Most of us know, you know, we just know, even when I was attracted to girls, we just know, okay? So I told her I felt like, he might be down low, or, bi-curious, or, just questioning. He's not sure, maybe what he really wants to do, but my gaydar was going off, and I guess she didn't like what I had to say. And so she basically told me, no, that's not true, because I've had, he hates gay people. That's what she said. He hates gay people. And I was like, oh, really? Okay, okay. So I didn't say anything else about it. And then she answered my other question that I had posted like 5 minutes before. She answered the other question. And she said, and I've also had my transgender friend and my gay friend test him to see if he's gay. And they told me that he was not gay. Well, and I told her this. This is what I replied. I said, well, 9 times out of 10, if you have a man that hates other gay men that bad, honey, it's because he has some secrets or desires for men too, but he's just not ready to reveal that, maybe not even to himself. He's not ready to be outed yet. So he doesn't want to hang around other gay people and other people that he might feel will expose him, because he's not ready to be revealed. He doesn't want that to come out, and, so she was going on, and I didn't respond back to any of it, because I'm like, I'm not here to give you a bad day or anything. I just gave you my opinion on the picture that I saw. And to me, exactly, Nine Roots, yeah, the projection thing, yeah. And to me, if she had to put her transgender friend and her gay friend up to trying to find out if this guy that she was talking to was gay or not, then that to me lets me know she's had her own suspicions. But maybe she was just too embarrassed to actually say anything about it in the comments section. And that's why I didn't respond to any more of it, because I felt like she was getting on the borderline of being embarrassed about it. Because in certain groups, you develop friendships and camaraderie and everything. I think that's how you say that. You develop bonds with people in these certain groups and stuff. And I didn't want to start anything. That wasn't what I was there to do, I was just giving my critique, and I was hoping that she would just take it with a grain of salt and just accept it or not. I mean, I really have no idea really who she is or anything, but I just kind of left it alone because I just knew it was going to go somewhere really, really ugly. So I just kind of bowed out of that, because things have been going really well for me. I really don't have time with going back and forth with anybody on Facebook that I have no idea who they are, but they invited me to critique a picture. So we have to choose our battles wisely sometimes. And yeah, so that's the first reason why he may not be into you, or at least into you the way that you think he should be. And every situation is different. It could be something else, and that's why I would recommend, like, if you're dealing with a situation like that or whatever, that you will get a reading. Even if you don't get a reading with me, you can get a reading with someone, that maybe can give you insight, or issue, it give you information about everything like that. So, you know, get a second or third opinion or whatever it is that you need to do so you can have peace about your own situation. Yes. Yes. Yes, I'm definitely I'm definitely not gonna do nothing like that to her, Danny. That's not, yeah, that's a situation that's not even worth hexing, because I know for a fact she's dealing with her own stuff for her to actually put that up there in the group like that. But I know what I said is, marinating in the back of her mind and everything. And like I said, if she's had to put her own friends up there to test and see if he was that way, then I'm pretty sure she's had some concerns herself and everything like that. So, you know, and definitely don't want to get too much more into that. Okay, and let's see. The number two reason, okay, that he is not into you is because he has someone else or others. He's dealing with someone else. It's, a lot of women are out here and they don't realize that they are actually the side chick, or a lot of people don't realize that they're the side chick. And we have a lot of, okay, let's just say it's a heterosexual relationship, okay? A lot of men have wives and girlfriends that are on the tour of duty. They're serving the country. They're out. They're out for 6 months. They're out for a year, or however long it takes for them to do their service. Okay, and even some of these men have women that are studying abroad. They're traveling different places and things like that, and they're going out of the country for a certain amount of time, and they're gone for long periods of time. But of course, while these women that they consider them wives, are the ones that they're going to marry, they consider these women the main ones. They're out having fun with Dolly, Molly, Sue, and Polly, and even Ben. Okay, they're out there just going wild and going crazy and everything. And they got a lot of these people thinking that, oh wow, um, we're gonna get married, and these people have no intentions of wanting to get married to them because they're already in a commitment or situation with someone else. And it's wrong, it's not right and everything, but it happens. It's really out there like that. Hi Sharon, good morning, how are you? And so Yeah, and with that, you will find that a lot of these men, and like it could pertain to women too as well, because women have men that go off on duty and then they get in relationships and all of this certain, all of this kind of stuff. I've heard all kind of stuff, especially from military people. I've given readings to all different types of military people and different things like that over the course of my years here being online, and I've heard all types of stories and everything like that. It's one of those things where you just have to make sure that you're doing your own investigation when you're dealing with people. If a person is not allowing you to meet their family, if they're not allowing you to come over to their house, if they're keeping their phone from you, they're not letting you see who's calling or anything like that, then you need to be questioning that. You need to be questioning that, because if you're with someone, you shouldn't have to hide those things. You shouldn't have to hide those things from people. And like I say all the time, if you're really, really with someone, then you won't hide your phone from that person. You just won't. You just won't. And I know some people be in relationships where they fight and everything, and the guy wants to prove a point. Well, I'm not going to let you see my phone and everything. Yeah. I mean, I can see that if she's been snooping through your phone and everything like that. But, you have to understand, if you're seriously, wanting to be with the person and you love that person, then, you have to understand there's some things you have to let go in in order to make the person that you're with, happy. I'm not saying give up all your freedoms, but what the heck is a phone? If you're not hiding anything, then it shouldn't be a big deal for your spouse or your significant other to get on your phone. For me, I know Johnny better not hide his phone from me. Are you kidding me? Let me find out and see if he don't be in a jar with whoever it is that's calling them. Y'all feel me? Yeah. Yeah. So that number two, you know, is with other people. They have, they're not ready to settle down. And it goes back to say, it goes back to say that, these guys and everything, and like I said, it's with the women too and everything now. But I'm just, making an example. You know, these guys, they'll keep the main one and everything. She's not going to put up with this shit that he does and all that. He'll keep the main one, but then he'll go around and around with the other one and the side chick and all that. He's got her where he wants her because, she's let him get away with so much stuff, and she's given him her heart before actually, trying him, and testing him, and showing him his worth, showing and making him show himself he's worthy. Because if you're dealing with someone, before you give your whole self to that person, you need to make sure that this person is putting you first. Like my aunt always said, if you're with a man or if you're with someone, you want to make sure that person adores you and they're going to put you first. And you need to run them tests on them. If they're not going to do right and they cutting up and all that, let them go. And sometimes they need to see that you're with other people too, that you're not waiting around on them. Okay, because I've had to do that in my past. I'm not gonna sit around and wait on someone to call me and all that. No, that same party you're at, I'm gonna be at that party with someone else too. Yeah, and you're gonna see me looking fly, you're gonna see me looking right, you're gonna see me being happy too. I'm gonna be out here with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let them do it to you. Don't let them do it to you. And 9 times out of 10, they always come back. Hey, you sure was looking good that night. Who's that guy you was with? I don't like him. I done heard stuff about him. Yeah, yeah, been there, done that, all that. You know, all of y'all, no matter if you're a man or a woman, just realize how much power that you do have. How much power that you do have. And when you're dealing with people, you have the power to turn it on. You have the power to turn it off. You have the power to know what you want to deal with and what you don't want to deal with. You know, and never let anybody make you feel like you're less than. Like you're less than and that you can't get anybody else. I don't care if you got one leg. And I'm not saying that to be mean, okay? Because I've seen some people, what I'm saying, amputee people, they're married. They got a man. They got stuff going on. They got their stuff going on. Don't let anybody make you feel like you so ugly. You know what I mean? Or, you're so tall or you're so fat or you're so short or you're so skinny that you can't get anybody else. That's bullshit because midgets get people. And I'm not saying anything disrespectful to midgets, okay? Midgets be getting around. Midgets, I'll be seeing midgets on TV and stuff, and they be getting it in, okay? I wouldn't mind partying with some midgets. All right? Seriously. I'm not too good. Okay? Shoot, I am not too good. I will throw them drinks back just like the midgets, toe for toe. Yes, for real. That's what I'm talking about. So seriously, never let anybody make you feel less than, like you can't do what they can do. Even if you can't walk or even if you in a wheelchair or whatever, don't let that stop you from going out. There's other people, that's in wheelchairs that's been hurt and that's been shot. They still be in the clubs too, turning up. Are you kidding me? Like, don't let them do it to you, no matter what they say about you. They call you ugly, they call you nappy head, whatever they say about you. Don't let that stop you from living your life and having fun. Living your life and having fun. Because at the end of the day, nobody's looking at it when everybody's getting ready to go home. Nobody's worried about what you looking like. Nobody's worried about that you in that wheelchair. People still gonna come up and talk to you. People still gonna want to have fun with you because that's the type of people that you want to be around. You want to be around them type of people. That's just ready to have some fun and on a positive tip. It ain't got time to be putting other people down. Like, for what? Why? Because you feel so bad about yourself. You got to keep putting other people down all the time. Really? Yeah. So yeah, and what I was getting back to say too, with these guys, they have their main ones, and so what they do is they go through all of the other little side chicks and all of the women that they think that would be better than the main one that they have that truly loves him. The one that cleaned his butt when he was sick and cleaned up his vomit when he threw up and washed his dirty drawers and washed his funky ass socks and fed his sorry ass and all that. Okay, he has to go through all of these other chicks and break their hearts and shit like that, okay, before he realizes what he truly has. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of women that deal with men like this, I be telling them, don't nobody really want his ass but you. Don't nobody really want his ass but you. I'm telling you, especially if he ain't shit like that. A lot of women gonna get tired of this shit. Okay? And he ain't gonna ever give you up because he know in the back of his mind, ain't nobody else gonna want him like you. He been searching for years trying to find a chick he think in his mind that look better than you, that smell better than you, and all this. And you know what I'm saying? A lot of those chicks, they don't care nothing about him at the end of the day, and then let them find out that he got a main woman. They out the door. They out the door. And even if they do try to fight for him, they not gonna hang around long. They're not gonna hang around long. Okay. Because they gonna be trying to work on their own ring. Okay. Yes. Yes. Hey, Southern Belle. Hey, Liz. Hey, Twilight Moon. So the bill says, was made to feel like I should have been grateful for his time. Oh, yeah, them are the worst kind, right? Yeah. Yeah, see what it was is that some chick done got with him and done blew up his ego. So he thinking he all that in a sack of potato chips and he don't stink and he ain't got to wash his dusty balls. And no, he got to wash them old dusty balls like everybody else. Don't nobody want them dusty balls. Oh my gosh, let me stop. I'm supposed to be serious over here today. Oh gosh. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Okay, and I'm gonna get off there too. And we're gonna go to number 3. Number 3. He really doesn't like you anymore. And this is the hardest thing to face for, it doesn't matter if you're male or female. The third reason why he's not into you anymore. And that's because he just doesn't like you anymore. And what usually happens in this case is that most of these guys or these women, they're tied into their significant other with, they have children together. They have a lot of property together. They're normally married to each other and they're staying together, just out of the sake of, staying together. I mean, a lot of these people, they're not even sleeping together anymore. There's no intimacy there or anything. So, it goes to the fact that, he's feeling a certain type of way about you because y'all fight all the time, you know, and, you probably said some horrible things to him that he just can't get past. And so while you're thinking a lot of times everything is cool, he's playing the petty game behind your back and he gets off on seeing you hurt and cry and everything like that. It gives him power to see you hurting and stuff like that. He doesn't really care about your crime because you insulted him about his dusty balls in front of everybody 2 weeks ago. And he can't get over that shit. That's what I'm saying. You insulted him about his dusty balls 2 years ago, and he's still feeling some type of way about it. That's the reason why he is not into you anymore. You said something that hurt him so bad that he just don't want you no more. There's no forgiveness. But in his mind, it's cheaper just to keep you and just to hurt you and everything instead of just moving on. So that's something that you want to think about. And when you get into that circle or that area, when you get into that red zone area, that's when you really need to think about seeking counseling. And this person probably don't want counseling because they would rather just go on torturing you and hurting you and embarrassing you and making your life a living hell because you did that person, because you did that to him, in front of his circle of friends or his family. You embarrassed him, and that's and my aunt, she would always tell me, and the women in my family anyway, they would always say that's the last thing you want to do is embarrass a man in public because it's really hard for them to get past it. No matter how you might be feeling at the time, no matter how mad you were, a lot of men, they will take that and hold it in, and it just manifests and grows into this big ugly thing that's hard to break. And Sharon said dusty balls. He need a feather duster up his sorry arse. That's how I know. That's how I know you in a different country. Because we say ass, he say arse. It Danny says, could you do some love magic on them? Yeah, you could do some love magic on them. Yeah, you're gonna have to do that. You're gonna have to either do some work on them, or you're gonna have to, go to a therapist and get someone, to see if he can open up about it and everything. So like I said, 9 times out of 10, he's not gonna want to do that because, of course, he's gonna be thinking like, well, I didn't do nothing wrong. So what you're gonna have to do, is do some root work on him, do some work on him and see if you can get him, to open up and start acting right. And with something like that, if you let it go on too long and if you don't do nothing right away to fix it in its early stages, it's going to be harder. You might have to do, work again on the situation or do something different, on the situation. So, yeah, that's kind of like, what you'll be looking at that way. Hmm. Yes. Yeah, sure sounds midlife crisis. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Midlife crisis. Yes. Yes, a lot of them, they go through midlife crisis when all that happens. Southern Belle says, but they can do it to you. Well, it's not right, but it's just kind of the way, I would say male and females are wired. I would say heterosexual male and females are wired, maybe not 100%, but the majority, and a lot of times the female could be so hurt where it's the other way around too. And she's making his life a living hell because he's embarrassed her and she can't let go. But with heterosexual females, I really do feel like more heterosexual females are more open to try to work things out or forgive him, if he's not just beating on her and stuff like that, which I've seen some women get beat on and they still stay, but most women are more forgiving and try to move past it. But it's just like with most heterosexual men, if it doesn't matter how much they cheat, if they see that you're cheating, if you cheated one time, it's like they don't want you no more or something. Even though they've slept with Tom, Dick, Harry, Polly, and Ben, you know, on the side, they still have a problem and and they can't get past it. And like I said, that's just the way that they're wired. And that's why I tell some women, honestly, like they'll ask me, should I tell him about my affair I had 15 years ago? And I'm thinking to myself, you do not want to open them can of worms. That's something that you need to go and take it to the grave. Don't be honest with him about that. Kill that. And especially if it was before his time, he don't need to know it because he won't let it go. He'll always bring it up in your face. Yes. Yeah. So, you guys, that is my top 3 reasons why he is not into you or into you anymore. And I was going to make this like a video, but I decided to come on live stream here and kind of see how it would play out and everything, you know, and yeah, so I'm glad that I did it and everything. And you guys, I'm not going to stay on here too much longer. And I know that there's some people that if you're listening to me, I know it's a couple of you. You have some readings set up with me today, 2 of you today, and I'm going to be open as soon as I get off of here. I'm going to be open for the next 4 hours. I'm going to be working and everything. So I'm going to message you and please message me back and everything. And I can get you in between that time because I'm open for bookings coming up now here. So, and then after that, I may not be able to get to you this evening. And if I can't get to you after 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, then I'll be able to get to you by either later on tonight, early this morning. It'll probably be like about 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. or something like that, because I'm usually up during those hours, you know, taking care of things, taking care of business, taking care of my authors, and, you know, doing my business and everything. So, and for those of you that got work with me and everything, you know, everything is going great. And I know I have some packages to pick up from the uh, from the post office tomorrow. I'm going to pick that up tomorrow. I know a couple of you sent me some stuff, some personal belongings, and I'm going to go ahead and take care of that and everything like that. So just letting you guys know that I'm on it, and you know, you in good hands with me. Taking care of you. I got you. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. And I want to thank you all for coming out and Sharon and Nine Roots and Southern Belle and Danny and Shanae. Hey, Shanae. Yeah, Shanae. And yes, yes. And that's the other people in the chat. Liz Houston. Liz, what's up, girl? And I see you in there laughing. I'm going back. And okay, and I got Twilight Moon. Thanks for coming out, hon. And you guys, I'll be doing a Google Hangout. If not this week, Mariah, thanks for stopping by too. Sending you love to Sweden over there. If I don't do it this weekend, then it's gonna be around earlier this week. You know, I just have a lot that I'm gonna be wrapping up and closing up and everything like that, and taking care of my clients and everything like that. And then we'll hopefully this weekend we'll get together and we'll have some fun and do some things on the Google Hangouts. And if you guys have any topics for discussion, you know, you can email it to me. Don't leave it in the chat, because once I close the chat, I won't be able to see it. So you can email it to me, or you can send it to me on my Facebook and everything. And please check the description box below, and it'll give you the prices and everything for my services and all that. And then we can get together and discuss what you need to have done and everything like that. So like I said, you guys are in good hands. You know, I have everything going here. And just to let you know that I'm working with your stuff this week. Everyone was getting work done with me and stuff like that. And that's what I want you guys to know. And I want you guys to know I appreciate you and everything. And yeah, I think that's basically just about it. And I'm going to wrap it up, you guys. And you guys have a wonderful day, all right? Bye-bye.